Welcome to Pookie in Paradise. My name is Jeff. My friends call me Pookie. Welcome to the new Thursday morning edition, Pookie in Paradise. We're moving to make room for a new wrestling podcast. I felt that there was too many women in the company. Everywhere you look, there's a woman yelling at me, either on one of the shows or in the background. Krista yells at me all the time. So I think I made the decision that we need some more testosterone in our lineup. So we're making way for a wrestling podcast. That's not high school wrestling or college wrestling. That's professional wrestling. And Sterner and my cousin Ricky are going to be heading that up. And I heard it's going to be a mix between like a scripted and unscripted show, which is exciting because we don't really have anything scripted, and it's still that's still fairly new in the whole podcast world, like having scripted bits. Mm-hmm. So I'm excited to hear what they have in the future. But I heard some of the first episode, and it's really funny. But yeah, so that's why we're on Thursdays now. You know where to find us, just in case you were like just waking up confused on Wednesday, like where's PIP? What happened? Well, and you didn't bother going over to the Facebook page and figuring it out.
In the defense of anyone that does that, we are in quarantine, and most people don't know if it's Wednesday, Thursday, Sunday, or another month.
That's true. That's true. The voice you're hearing there is Leah, of course, faithful hand of the Pook. Or, well, after this past week, I don't know about that. But how are you, Leah? You thought you had COVID-19 for the 19th time this quarantine, but it turns out you probably don't.
I don't know. I'm still sick, but I don't have a fever, and I keep getting a headache, but no respiratory issues. So,
right. Which is just amazing because you smoke like 3 cartons of cigarette an episode.
Right. If you listened to Mams last week, though, then it might have been PIP. I don't even remember. It all blurs together. But I was saying how there was an article that I read on Yahoo News. Probably not true. Don't come for me. But that in France, they found out that smokers, for some reason, aren't getting sick. So they're putting nicotine patches on their doctors to see if it works.
That's not why the virus. It's not the nicotine. It's the virus is so disgusted by your lungs that it does not want to infect you. Is essentially what they're saying.
That's kind of my theory. Is that I just think my lungs are so beat up that there's no healthy tissue for the virus to stick to. So.
That would be, I'm not a doctor, but that would be my educated, calculated guess. That's what's happening. If that is in fact true. But it looks like you don't know now, Mounts, you're not feeling well today. That has me worried because you go to the hospital where COVID patients tend to go. Could this be it?
No, it's just because I ate like shit today.
Okay.
Okay. Oh.
Well, also it could be still you and myself recovering from Saturday night.
Yes, that too.
It was a gathering under 10, so don't come after us.
Don't come for them.
No one was wearing a face mask though. But we were injecting alcohol and weed into our systems.
You were free. Were you like freebasing it, or basically?
Well, Mounts, you brought this wine, which you're thinking is the culprit here. You're not feeling well because of the wine.
What wine?
We were talking about Mounts possibly being sick from Saturday because he brought this cheap wine you've never had before dinner. It's like changing a dog's food. You want to do it gradually. Mounts just changed on a dime the wine he drank, and drank a lot of it. So that's why you're sick.
I don't have a usual wine. I just buy whatever has the coolest label.
I do that too.
Catches my eye. I'm trying to grow my taste instead of just drinking Lambrusco every time.
You know what's interesting about wine is that if you go to a liquor store and they have, that back room, it's kind of like the porno room that they have at old rental places. They have a room like that, but it's all temperature controlled and stuff, and it's the expensive wine. And I think the most expensive one I ever saw in there was like $200 a bottle, which is insane. But like they're usually about like $40 to $50 for a bottle of wine. and it tastes the same, but you don't get as hungover. But one time I went to a restaurant and saw the same bottle of Montepulciano that I had bought in the back case, and it was $150 for the bottle, and it was like $22.95 at the liquor store.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the
disgusting.
markup is the markup is crazy.
I'll never drink wine at a restaurant ever.
Yeah, it's crazy. You don't realize.
Like the circumstance, like the consequences could be dire. And Jeff, if you don't drink this wine, President Trump will be nuking your family's house. Be like, I'm not paying that markup.
Tell him I missed him.
Right? I'm not paying it. He wins. He found my weak spot.
Start planning the funeral.
So let's get right into this. This has been a tumultuous week at Whitehorse. A lot of things going on. I don't if you listened to Mam's last Monday. Well, not this current Monday because there wasn't an episode, but the most recent episode, we can still say that.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I was listening to it, really, kind of enjoying myself.
Mm-hmm.
And then all of a sudden, all this shade started getting thrown at yours truly. Did you listen to it, Mounts?
I listened. Well, which was 2 weeks ago. Yes, I did.
Yeah. What were your thoughts? Do you think it was kind of harsh, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. I had to stop it a couple times just to gather my. I was getting angry. That's not
Come on.
That's not the way to talk about Jeff.
I mean, they were actually pretty kind to you, which I'm happy.
I love that.
They started this. Yeah, they started this whole this campaign using you as poor Mounts.
Yep.
Without even asking your permission, but you happily went along with it, and you got rave reviews.
Yeah. No.
Me, on the other hand, I give a bunch of people a chance to do podcasts. Mm-hmm. I pay for the hosting. I don't ask for anything there.
Right.
I encourage you. I said, hey, this is the best show on right now, and encourage people to go listen to it. And then all of a sudden, all this fucking shade coming at me from, not so much from Wags, but from Leah and Robin.
Well, first of all, I don't even remember what we said. So if I don't remember it, it didn't happen. Second of all.
Well, I'm glad you brought that up because I have exact quotes here.
Okay. Oh, yay. Okay. Oh, you know what? Fuck you, Krista, for taking notes. Go ahead, Jeff.
So the exact quote, number one, is from Leah.
Oh, no.
She mentions, this is the exact quote. Jeff is just a dick. No, seriously, he's a huge dick. He's like a walking fucking penis.
Oh my God! Wait.
And it was said with much anger.
If you listen to that, I remember saying that now.
Oh no! Now all of a sudden you remember.
And
now that there's verifiable proof.
Listen, we talk a lot of shit on our show. We have to, it's hard to remember what kind of shit I said, but that one I remember. And it was very true, but it also wasn't said the way he said it. Like, it was said in a loving way.
It's not true.
It's absolutely true. You're such a dick.
Prove it. Name one thing that makes me a dick.
Okay, you know what?
A walking fucking penis.
I'm gonna
that haircut.
No.
Right, my Corona cut. Which, by the way, send us your Corona cuts. We want pictures. I know there's some awful ones in there, but let me tell you. If you have soft skin, if you're a fucking snowflake, don't do it because we are going to eviscerate the way you look.
Yeah. Totally.
With you attempting your own haircut. So, but yeah, send it to the best place is just post it on our Facebook, and we'll collect them and we'll be featuring them on an upcoming show, hopefully.
Hashtag quarantine roasts. But listen, I meant that in a very loving way. You're not a nice.
You couldn't tell. You couldn't tell.
You are not nice unless you're in your circle. Then you would literally, you would die for one of us. You would die for me. You would die for Mounts. You'd go to war for us.
So you were speaking about. You were just trying to let everybody know how I come off to other people, not within the circle.
Well, definitely that. But you're also you may die for us, but you're also going to be a total dick about it after you do. You're going to be never let us live it down, and you're going to bust our balls forever about it.
I'm just pushing you to be the best versions of you. That's all.
See?
Does that mean I'm a dick? I guess so.
Yes. Mounts, what do you think?
I don't agree.
Oh.
He's an angel.
Is he beautiful on the inside and out?
Beautiful inside and out.
Yeah, that's a man that's going places, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you very much.
Right there. That's a man that's trending upwards. A couple more years, Mounts, you'll be right there. Just keep on
Plugging
trucking.
away.
Just keep on plugging away. Let's see that Mounts YouTube channel.
All right.
All right, what else are you gonna come at us with?
Well, okay, so exact quote number 2 is from the lovely Robin Lynn Phillips.
Oh well, yeah.
I couldn't deal with him. I'd kill him. All I would have to do is make him hamburger helper, get him drunk, and watch him pass out. Only he wouldn't wake up because I would put poison in his fucking hamburger helper, and he would never wake up.
Okay, taken out of context, that sounds really bad out of context. But also,
That is in context. Both of those were in context.
we were talking about Robin, that how our goal is to make Robin and Mounts get married so we can have a white horse wedding. But then I was like, the truth is, I think you should be with Jeff. Hence the whole Jeff is a walking, talking penis and her poisoning you because Robin is a bitch. So I was basically saying how she is you with tits and a vagina.
So I'm a bitch.
Yeah. And as far as Robin poisoning you, I don't know. I can't defend her. There's no defending Robin.
I mean, I just felt that was a little bit harsh. I eat other things besides hamburger helper. But
This is true.
who says I wouldn't be making her favorite meal and poisoning it?
Because you're a walking, talking penis. See? You're dick.
Well, now I have to worry everywhere I look. There could be someone plotting my demise.
Only if you were a dick to them, though.
Well, according to you, I'm a dick to everyone. So now I got to worry about everybody. And, you know, they were... And wasn't it Amanda that said, wait a minute, I disagree? And isn't that why this... Because Amanda disagreed with you guys about who should marry Rob. Everybody thinks it's Mounts. And then Wags came in and said, I have a different point of view on this. Isn't that how it went?
No, about Robin marrying you?
Right.
No.
Two of you agreed that it should be Mounts, and then one disseminated.
That I was the dissemination. Wags and Robin were both on the same page where you two would drive yourselves to suicide and or death by being together, basically. So I was the one that was saying it would work because of your similarities, but apparently no.
Right.
So, and Wags is just...
I'm just a doormat.
Is that why you turned off your webcam?
He's crying.
I was crying.
He's crying in his pillow.
Well, here's something that we can't ignore. After I show this screenshot of Mounts, the way Mounts is laying tonight, to Robin, there is no choice.
Oh my God, she's gonna want your belly on her back immediately. Like, that's gonna be a yes for her.
Listen, I'm not gonna lie. Single life has done well for you. This is the best you've ever looked.
No, seriously, Mounts, when you froze just for a minute there, it was seriously like a moment of, I never realized Mounts was so hot. Seriously, you looked,
Oh my.
You did, like the super sexy, like, you kind of looked like one of the,
Listen, I wouldn't go that far.
seriously.
Oh, Jeff, let's see her talk. What?
You know
Then
how,
what?
like, you know how people, what then, girl? What next,
Ooh,
girl?
yeah, keep talking.
What next, girl? With the bandana around your head and the messy hair, it looks like, that messy look that some guys spend hours trying to get. Like, you just,
That's
it
right.
was very grisly and very, like, animalistic, sexy.
Mm-hmm.
I was feeling it.
Oh my.
Yeah, I was. Telling you.
I'm gonna cut that part out. Time restrictions. So I want to get to this really quick. That went on way longer than I expected.
Yeah.
But I wanted to bring up my latest Facebook tiff with Mounts, Ryan Kissling.
I can't wait because I don't know anything about this. I'm excited.
And the reason I'm using names in this case is because he's felt the need to take it to a different
Place?
A different place. Yeah, he's this guy First of all, he will believe anything, any crazy, wacky conspiracy theory that you put in front of him. He will believe as long as it is the opposite of what quote unquote his definition of mainstream media is, which is everything. Everything's mainstream media to him.
I hate him already.
Oh, it's infuriating. But he has been, and so he would post like these really stupid things once in a while and be like, "See, I told you," or it'd be some like crazy fucking meme or something. And then all the liberals would jump on it because it's, you know, he says he hates Trump. He says he's not in Trump's camp, but everything he posts lines up with what they want and what they say. So, whatever. Don't hate the guy for that. But he would post these crazy, so all his liberal friends would jump on him and make him look like a fool, and they would get heated sometimes. And like I think one of his friends said, or former friends, you know, said something really nasty. And again, I won't bring that up because I'm not trying to hate on the guy too much, but he. You know, he took that really personally. He's like, why does it have to get this personal? You know, so I always remember that moment because I agreed with him. Like, there's no reason why this should get personal and you have to say really nasty things. But moving forward, like a year and a half, I always have that in my mind because now anytime I make him look like a fool, and he can't hang in the conversation anymore, or he can't do a Google search that supports his ridiculous conspiracy theory, he starts to get personal. He's, you know, you're a loser.
Of course.
Blah blah blah. And then he'll make fun of my blog. He's talking about Pookie in Paradise, like it's still a blog. So like I calmly explained to him, like, well, you know, originally it was just me trying to write down my thoughts. So that's what a blog is. And I go, but you know, it's much bigger than that. You know, we have thousands of people that listen to our shows every week. What have you done? You know, like you're going to make fun of it. I don't need to go and spout off the little success that we've had, but when backed into a corner like that, like, fuck you, dude. Just because I'm trying to do something, you know, I'm sure you couldn't wait to be a Verizon salesman,
right,
you know, when you were a kid. Yeah. Like, fuck you. Like, those who can't make fun of the people that can do it, you know,
exactly.
or that take a chance. So that's my first fuck you. But so recently he's been really on this, really on this COVID kick where it's like he thinks that the government is falsifying the death numbers in order to justify keeping us in the quarantine.
Is that part of Obamagate?
Oh God! First of all, like, who does that benefit? I don't think it benefits anybody. You know, it's like, especially politicians. Like, this isn't a political play in a lot of cases because it can't be. There's like it's a lose-lose. You're making a bad choice. Keeping the economy closed is a terrible choice. Letting people walk about freely to spread this virus is a terrible choice. You're choosing a terrible choice either way. You're just trying to pick the least terrible.
Absolutely.
So again, none of this is politically popular on either side, either way. But he insists that our government is falsifying COVID numbers in order to keep us in lockdown. So I can't scroll by this shit. I can't do it. I try. So I'm successful. I'm like an addict. After 3 or 4 days, I go right back to the level I was, screaming at people on the internet. So I've tried to just, instead of screaming at them automatically and calling them ignorant and stupid, I try to, show me proof. Show me proof. But people don't like that either because now I'm challenging them. I'm not easing into it. I'm challenging them. I'm going to tell you you're wrong, but show me. I'm giving you the chance to show me proof. So this poor guy goes after all these articles that have literally nothing to do with what his claims were, and then hides behind, well, I showed you a bunch of articles, which if you showed him the same articles, he'd be like, well, that's mainstream media.
Yeah.
Couldn't roll my eyes harder. But when you point out these little things, that's when he gets angry and he's like, well, you're a loser, blah, blah, blah. And then he's got this buddy, Joey Krills, right? This dude's the biggest piece of fucking shit I've ever come across. No matter what he posts, what the conversation is, he chimes in. Anybody that doesn't agree with his side, which he's a batshit crazy as well. Whoever you know is an idiot, is a loser, is pathetic, blah blah blah. He doesn't even. You're stupid. Like right into it. He'll call anybody stupid that doesn't agree with him, even the people that were agreeing with him the day before. Right. So this fucking piece of shit's constantly in there telling people, you guys don't have anything better to do. And like, dude, you just read this entire conversation, then felt the need to chime in. Now you're asking us if we don't have anything better to do while you're doing the exact same fucking thing we are. So anyway, it all came down to this guy Ryan was saying that the government's fudging the numbers and things like that. What it really came down to specifically was that he believes that Tom Wolfe has ordered coronavirus patients to recover in nursing homes because they are the most vulnerable. They will get sick and die the most, so that the numbers would be as high as possible in order to keep Pennsylvania on lockdown. I got him to admit that was his claim.
What was his why though? Why keep us on like that? None of that makes any fucking sense.
All I know is that he went from one horrendously wacky conspiracy theory that's kind of cute when you watch people try to argue it and they fail miserably, to making just completely going rogue in the whole conspiracy theory world. And he said the words, typed the words, Tom Wolfe has purposely made it a point to move corona patients to nursing homes in order to infect the elderly so that there would be a higher death rate so that he could keep us on lockdown.
I just here's the thing I don't get. I don't understand any of the logic, and I have all of the questions for him. But I also want to know, in what way can either of you come up with a logical reason that would benefit Tom Wolfe in any way, shape, or form?
But he was telling people, he goes, these are facts, these are facts, these are facts. And then when we finally uncovered what his actual claim was, I laughed hysterically at him. I said, this whole time I was right all along. You don't have any kind of proof. This is just simply your opinion. A stupid one, but it's only your opinion. And then I felt a sense of relief. But of course, he was like, dude, I don't. But the whole time he was like, I can't believe you're such an idiot. I'm tired of explaining this to you, blah, blah, blah. Like calling me an idiot and stupid because I couldn't understand where he was coming from until he actually fully explained where he was coming from, and batshit fucking crazy. So that was one day. And then this day happened.
There's more?
Well, today was a completely different scenario. I saw him comment on something.
Is he backtracking?
On another page. He's not backtracking, but he's talking again. He's talking. So here's his claim, without doing the whole backstory here. His claim today is that there will be more people that die from suicide, mental health issues, drug overdoses, and being victims of domestic abuse. More people will die of that during the lockdown than the coronavirus kills.
Oh my God.
Batshit crazy. So I'm like, my response is very simple. I'm like, more people have died. Well, he's claiming this is already the case. So that is not true. Show actual numbers before making this claim. You were saying that more than 90,000 people died as a result of abuse and drug overdoses as a result of the lockdown in 3 months, ? He says, Jeff Berg, fair enough. I should not have said have died, but should have said will die, and we're pretty damn close, if not already there. So again, he's claiming that close to 90,000 people have died of abuse, drug overdoses, and suicides. So again, show the proof. He gives me this article from the Boston Herald that says gives some version of research from somewhere. They don't link the source, or they're not really specific about the source, but they're using numbers that when people are unemployed, this is how many unemployed people end up ultimately committing suicide. So they're using those numbers. They're not taking into the fact that this is temporary. The people that are losing their job this time have already been told, once this clears, you're coming back to work. Right. So how have those numbers been affected by that type of knowledge? There's no study, is what I'm saying, that could prove what he's claiming.
No, because also, not only that, but it's just not true. It's impossible to be true. That's insanity. That's an insane amount of people. In Pennsylvania alone? Or is he talking throughout the country?
Now he's talking throughout the country.
Either way.
So then it gets better. So then I of course I go through my problems with that. I punch the holes in it, blah, blah, blah. So he sends me another article.
Mainstream media.
Here's the headline. This is all you need to know. COVID-19 lockdowns could lead to 1.4 million more tuberculosis deaths.
Oh my
dude,
God.
So I immediately I'm like, you can't. Those are two different things. And then as soon as you click on the article, you read, all this is speculation. If treatments get pushed back for a prolonged period of time, this could lead to 1.4 million tuberculosis. That's not going to happen. They're not going to risk their patients' lives. That's not what's happening here. Elective surgeries and procedures are being pushed back, and not life-saving.
No.
Life-saving. So, but also those two are completely different. Tuberculosis deaths, even if it were true, are not abuse.
No.
Mental health issues, drug overdoses, things like that. So, of course, I mentioned that to him. Then he sends me another article.
Before you go there, can I just make a point?
Yeah.
TB, first of all, I don't think there's 1.4 million people with TB in the state, entire country at one point anymore. And if they are, it's because they're crazy non-vaxxers who didn't get the TB vaccine and they should die. But Go ahead.
Well, that's also him. He's also definitely not getting a vaccine when one becomes available.
Of course not.
So then he sends me a Times article. Coronavirus lockdown may spur surge in mental illness. Dude, this does not prove your point. These are not people that are dying. No one's disagreeing that mental health is definitely a real and important byproduct of this lockdown. But again, does not prove your point.
No.
So then he sends me a Newsweek article. Could a continuing lockdown be more deadly than coronavirus itself? This article cites that New York has reported 17,000 more deaths than usual in the month that this was happening. 13 of them were corona deaths.
13,000?
13,000. So that leaves another 4,000. So now his argument is that 4,000 is more important than the 9,000 dying from the coronavirus. So anyway, I pointed all this out. And then he goes to, someone else pointed out that his articles were bullshit. So then scrolling down, he creates this poorly photoshopped image of my face on Ralph Wiggum's body with a chat bubble that says, "I have blog." So he posts that in the chat. All right, kind of funny, whatever. But then he goes to the effort to post it also on his personal page, so as a second dig to me.
Oh my God.
So that when we have a lot of mutual friends because we went to the same high school, so all these fucking pieces of shit that I've blocked or eliminated from my friends list are laughing at it and stuff like that. So this guy thinks that he really hurt my feelings, but really we just used it for content to show the world what a fucking moron
you are.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, before we go any further, I've known Ryan Kissling almost maybe even longer than I've known Jeff. Ryan Kissling and I used to be really, really good friends. He used to live.
He was in your grade, right?
He's in my grade. He used to be right.
Yeah.
We hung out from second grade on till after high school. Matter of fact, he had a very major milestone in my life. He showed me my first pornographic movie ever. Autoerotica was the name of the movie. He was probably 7 or 8. I don't remember which one. I've never had a bad thing to say. We used to talk on Facebook Messenger, but then to take it even arguing, he's always been that middle of the road person that always claimed to not be their side.
Yeah, overall, he's a good dude. I want to give it back to him a little bit because he's gotten really he's got a fucking stick up his ass for the past couple of weeks. With these Facebook arguments, dude, you participated willingly and you scolded people for making personal attacks and that we should all be friends afterwards. Mm-hmm. And now you're doing exactly what the people you were scolding are doing.
That's the thing. To make the picture, even as dumb as it is, now all of a
sudden, I laughed at it. It is funny.
Right. But that's where you're at now. That's
right.
Well, that's where his argument goes because he's retarded. So he doesn't seem to understand that how to argue his point. And Jeff owned him. Jeff completely blew everything out of the water. So the only thing he had left to do was a personal attack. That's where all of these crazy conspiracy people go. They go to personal attacking because we are right. I'm not saying my opinion is the one that you need to have, but spreading false and misinformation like that is dangerous.
Yeah, presenting your opinion as a fact is wrong. Your opinion can be wrong, and in most cases, your opinion is wrong because none of it's based on fact. But state it as your fucking opinion.
Yeah,
please
state it as your opinion, and don't say that you're middle of the road if you're a conspiracy theorist. I hate those people that are like, "Oh, I'm in the middle of the road, and I don't. Both sides are a mess." Yes, both sides are a mess, but that doesn't mean you're still sided. You're not middle of the road. You hate both sides, and you'll believe anything to make your hatred of both sides work. And the only thing you can do is be a conspiracy theorist like that. You get what I'm saying?
Mounts, let me know if I'm off here, but I'm going to try and because most of you listening could care less about who Ryan Kissling is. You don't know him. You won't care to know him. I did invite him and his buddy Joey Krills to come on the show at any time, either this one or the Ever Evolving Truth. I'm sure we can come up with a great episode for that. Again, if you're going to stick to your guns, come on out. Do it as close to face as we can do right now. Put your money where your fucking mouth is and defend your position when you have a bunch of other people that are going to destroy you if you're not solid.
One rule, no personal attacks. You can argue only that. You can't call each other stupid. Can't go saying because Jeff, was in the band in high school, he's a nerd.
Well, hey, no one's supposed to know that.
Sorry. But none of that. You have to prove your point and that's it. No personal attacks. It'll get heated, but don't get personal.
We'll give you a little preview. Listen, I don't think I would be okay with the personal attacks. It just shows them. It just shows the world what they have to resort to eventually, and
that's true.
That's when we can end the segment. Anyway, Matt, so let me know if I'm off on this. So again, overall, Ryan Kissling's a good dude. He's got a good heart. He would do anything for his friends. Type guy. But that being said, he's also the one that will hang out with the guy with the group that bullies people like me and Mounts. And even though he's not the one doing it, he'll laugh about it with them later on.
Right.
And at the same time saying, "Hey guys, why can't we all just get along?" Is that? Am I off at all on that?
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I haven't hung out with him in a long time, but he was. Yeah, I guess so. Like he's still friends with the complete shitbags of the of the world.
The hometown heroes of your high school.
Right. Like, I mean, he's never been anything but nice to me. I don't post anything on Facebook.
Right.
That's uber controversial, or I don't disagree with anyone.
Yeah.
But
if you go disagree with him, he's going to call you stupid.
Right.
He's going to call you an idiot, and then he's going to he's going to poorly Photoshop your face on a cartoon character.
He was
a beloved cartoon character, by the way. No one hates Ralph Wiggum.
Very open to helping me upgrade my phone when I needed it to be done. So I don't want to burn any bridges.
Fair enough.
I hate people like that. The misinformation that people spread is just. I went to high school with a girl I used to be very close friends with. I will call her KSAP here for anybody that knows who I'm talking about. Again, just like what you're saying, this guy is like. She's a nice enough person. She's was a good friend, loyal. I guess she's a good mom, but she's not very bright. I mean, she's just not. Everybody knows that. And she's easily swayed. And she posted on Instagram this post, and it's dangerous. It says, contact tracing. Imagine it. You go to the store, and unbeknownst to you, someone in that store has COVID. A day later, the contact, it's supposed to be they, contact you through investigators who go through all the GPS phone records and other surveillance services and identify you as an infected contaminant. In a few hours, the social compliance officers come to your door informing you that you've been exposed to the virus and are now being taken into custody for
Custatory?
Custatory. That's like
Mounts, have you ever been taken into custatory?
Unofficially,
You've never been booked in custatory?
I've been taken to the courthouse in cuffs. Does that count?
They were
were you taken into custatory?
Custatory was never mentioned. No, I wasn't read my
jail. Yes, not custatory.
I wasn't read my radatories.
Were you magicking?
We need to take a break. We need to take a breakatory here pretty soon.
For mandatory quarantine at the county quarantine unit. Yeah. Now imagine the social compliance officers coming to remove your 10-year-old child from your home for mandatory quarantine because they were exposed by playing outside or school, etc. by mandate of the state contact tracing and safe distancing compliance board. In nowhere in that statement does it say this is not happening, right?
Right.
People think that is happening because somebody posted that.
Well,
and they believe it.
Right after this started, there was a post going around where it was like, yeah, imagine your child getting sick and they take him away and he dies and you don't get to see the body, they burn it and
yeah,
that's not how it works.
These are the type of people that should not have free, clear access to the internet. There should be a test. There should be a test to get on this.
Yeah.
Is this real or is this real? Mm-hmm. You know, if they can't pick the right one, they shouldn't be let on. They're so easily fooled. It's pathetic. But we have to take a quick break. You might hear some ads, you might not. We don't really know. They're starting to sprinkle in some of the shows, so maybe you'll hear one, maybe you won't. But either way,
Verizon.
We won't be. Yeah, Verizon, not a sponsor, will not be sponsoring us anytime soon. Hey, look, I met a kid that used to want to be a plumber when he grew up. He became a plumber. That was his dream. Good for him.
Yeah.
I don't shit on anybody the way anybody makes a living, but don't fucking pretend like you're making fun of what we're doing. Mm-hmm. What we're attempting to do. Don't pretend that you're making fun of it because you're better than it.
Right.
You're not. You're a good foot soldier that works hard. Congratulations. Mm-hmm. There's also 300 million other people that fit that category. We're trying to break outside the box and do something for ourselves. So if you think that's lame, fuck it, we're lame.
Yeah, I'll be lame all day.
Yeah. But on that note, let's take a break. We will be back. Okay, we're back. Hope you enjoyed those potential ads that were in there. And if they weren't, hey, we'll get to the end quicker. And that's really the reason you're listening, right? So I'm really excited about this, actually. So we're going to change the Amazon review segment a little bit to we're gonna play a little game where we guess the product based off the reviews. So I did not put the product in the outline. Mm-hmm. I did not put any of the comments in the outline so that the contestants could prepare beforehand. But I have what I think is just a wonderful, wonderful product here to play. So the rule is, there's two rules. I'll read the reviews, some 5-star, some 1-star. That's one rule. All right.
Okay.
Rule number 2 is wait until all the reviews are read, and then we will guess the answer, so that the audience can play along at home. Right. So if I read the first review and someone yells out what the product is, then the game's over. There's no point in reading the rest of the reviews.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Are you able to follow those two rules?
I think so.
Okay. So, actually, the first review I'm going to read is a 3-star review. And the reason I have chosen this was labeled as the top critical review for this particular product. Are the contestants ready?
Ready to go.
Okay. Absolutely.
This review reads, I should have been a little bit more selective. This is a nice unit for the purpose, but the opening is too small to properly dry out after use. I live in a very humid area and things get moldy if not dried out properly. That's where it ends. That's where the review ends on that.
Okay.
Here's a 5-star review titled It's worked amazing. It's worked great so far. I've never used this before, and this was so easy and not intimidating to use. For anyone who's a first-timer and will use this pre-sex like me, make sure you clean it with warm water and soap and before you use it and to do your business.
I know what it is.
After that, fill it with warm water, slowly put it in and squeeze until the water comes out. I personally jump and move a little while the water is inside to really clean up. After you do that, you sit down and let it all out and repeat the process until the water runs clear and you feel clean. Note, only use this on your anus. Let's see here.
Maybe I don't know what it
Here's another. Bounce, do you have an idea of what it might be?
No, sorry, I muted. The train went through. I don't know if you heard it go through my house.
is. No, I
know.
didn't hear it.
But you can still hear me, right?
Yeah, I could hear you. Yeah,
Huh.
no, I don't. I'm still in.
Here's another 5-star titled Easy to Use. Easy to use. Great for those who enjoy anal play or simply have constipation. Remember, never use tap water as it contains chlorine.
I know what it is.
Stick to bottled water and warm it up a bit before use. So now I'm going to go to maybe a couple 1-star reviews here. These should help you, figure out what it is. Kind of round out your guess.
Okay.
This is titled, this review, 1-star, states, "This is the worst product I have ever purchased." Out of all the products he's ever purchased, this is the worst one. It took 15 minutes to fill it with water.
Oh my God.
Yes. Yes, I was using suction. Putting it in the sink full of water is a completely unsanitary option, and I won't ever do it. I will go back to my previous brand, which was able to be filled in 5 seconds with the sink.
Okay. Didn't they specifically say not to use tap water? Because
Listen, I don't know if that helped you narrow down your guesses at all, but here we have a review from Jax Hunter.
Okay.
1 star. It's titled Thanks M. He writes, "The tip is not long enough to get it where it needs to go, and the hole is too small to fill with water."
Oh my God, I have so many questions.
That's a man. By the
Okay.
way.
Okay.
Here's one from C. The directions look like they were written from Google Translate. She writes, "This is a novelty product. It's even written on the side. Cheap ass piece of crap. Language is improper." I want you to think of these reviews when we actually reveal what it is, because some of these are just so brilliant. And there's no context yet, so it might not come across like it is to me. Here we have a review from C. She gives it 1 star, or I don't know if it's a he or she because there's no picture. But she says, "Don't buy. This item is non-refundable, non-returnable, meaning you're stuck with it.
Okay.
And it's highly unsanitary and very hard to use."
Okay. Well, then why would it be returnable if it's unsanitary? That's dumb.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
This is from Brian. He wouldn't recommend. This is 1 star. Not efficient at all. Gets the job done after many, many refills.
Wow. If it's what I think it is, I think maybe this guy has some severe issues that he needs to see a doctor about. But keep going.
Here's. I mean, this is from Deadpool fan. This is a fair, I think, criticism of the product. 1 star. Wouldn't recommend. I wouldn't recommend this. The tip feels sharp and uncomfortable. That's fair.
Okay, that's fair.
She wasn't just trashing it just for the sake of trashing it.
Right. She's not mad about,
right.
timing or whatever.
Now, This this will be the last 1-star rating that I'm going to read because I think it's important to end on this one and leave a positive. But I will maybe if you think you need one more review, maybe I'll read another 5-star. But first, let's enjoy Dottie's review, 1 star, titled "Did Not Clean My Anus."
Totally
She writes, "Did not clean my anus. Terrible to use. No sexual pleasure at all. I would rate it 0 stars if I can."
Okay.
So, what do you guys think? Do we need another 5-star review to round out the guesses, or are you guys prepared to guess here?
I'm good to go, but if Mounts needs one, you can.
I think I have an idea.
Do you think you have an idea?
But if you want to read one more 5-star, let's just have one more 5-star.
Okay, let's see if I can find something here.
If not, I'll go right now.
Yeah.
Let me just go to the second page here and.
Ooh, Jeff, when we do this next time, can Mounts and I write our answers down and then put them up at the same time to see if we both
yes,
got it?
if you have paper, you can do that now if you want.
Okay, because I have paper, so I'll do it.
Here's a great here's one from Carl Cooper, and he gives it 5 stars, titled "Does What It's Supposed to Do at a Great Price." Well, that's pretty much the review right there, isn't it, Carl? But no, he goes on to write, "Does the job very well. Was preparing for some erotic fun, and this cleaned out my significant other's insides out very well. Wasn't too hard to fill the bulb either."
Okay.
Thanks, Carl. All right, so let's go to Mounts. You don't have a piece of paper, and your webcam isn't on. So.
Yeah, no, I don't have a piece of paper.
Okay, so let me see.
Prepared.
Let me see Leah's answer first, and then.
Okay.
So put it up to your camera.
I don't know if you'll be able to see it.
Okay, you're close.
I'm close. Okay.
You're close.
Okay.
Mounts, what do you think? What do you think the product was?
I was gonna guess a Super Soaker water pistol, but then that last one, I'm gonna say a turkey baster.
Oh, good one. I my original thought was a fleshlight, one of those pocket pussies, but
No, the answer is it's a douche.
I was gonna say douche, but I thought that was way too obvious, so I went with enema bag.
Right.
Yeah,
Well,
the last
apparently
review was the
they use it as an enema. Some of these people, that was in the description. So, yeah. So you were close, Leah, but yeah, it was douche, and some of the funny things in there, like this you should only use on your anus, not your vagina.
Yeah, and only use tap water.
Only
burn?
or bottled water.
And the guy that had to
chlorine.
do it, the guy who had to do it 15 times. Like, seriously, you need to see a doctor. I don't know what's going on in your asshole, but if you had to do it 15 times, there's a problem.
Right. And some of the 1-star, like someone was pissed off that it's non-refundable, non-returnable.
Yeah.
Like,
really?
why would you want to be returning this?
Would you want to touch it?
No good.
Right. I danced, and the woman dancing around with the water in her.
Yeah. Oh my God, yeah.
That was so descriptive.
It was way too descriptive.
I didn't even know that's how it worked. Like and then you just let it all out. Like, oh God.
Oh my God, it's hilarious.
Anyway, so we are. Yeah. So here's what we'll do. That we'll say that segment was brought to you by our Pointless Coffee Cups. As you know, we have some affiliate marketing going on with Zach. Their brand of cups. But what we'll do is I'll put the affiliate link from those douche things. Do they call them douchebags anymore? Like, are they just douches?
You would know, Jeff, according to most of those people on your Facebook, what a douchebag is.
Right.
Well, I was at Ocean City once, and there was this Mexican guy that my friend George worked at a restaurant, and this Mexican guy was a cook, and he spoke broken English. And they kept calling him a douchebag. And one day he comes into work and he's like, "George, why? I'm mad at you guys. I went and checked what a douchebag bag was, and I bought it, and it's not a bag, it's a bottle. So forever we have been calling it douche bottles because it is not a bag, it's a
I
bottle.
was hoping you were going to bring that back around.
You remember that story?
No, just that you were going to you bring your point. You reeled it back in. I was worried that was going nowhere.
No, it was just going to the douche bottle.
So what we'll do is I'll put the affiliate link of this douche product in our description. If you would like to try the douche,
Oh my God, please buy it.
click on the link. I'll be able to see that you bought it, but not who it was. But I would just love to see that in our like daily report.
Douche.
100 clicks, one purchase, set for delivery. That way I just know that someone listening to this, and we know that our audience is mostly female.
Right.
Again, don't use it on your vagina. That's dangerous. Just your anus.
Right. And if you do use it, please come on the show and rate it for us. We would love
Yes,
to hear
absolutely.
your review.
Totally. So that'll be in the show description.
Okay.
We'll take another quick break. And then we'll be back.
Hi, I'm Greg Sterner of Two Rows from Ringside, and I wrote a book.
Hi, I'm Ricky Soretta of Two Rows from Ringside, and Greg wrote a book.
It's called Solving Cadence Moore, and it's a mystery novel about a hot young singer who disappears without a trace.
10 years ago, on a remote highway.
Buy the book!
Relax.
Amazon, $5 on the Kindle.
I was very impressed by the character depth and the...
God, fellas, girls will sleep with you if they see you reading this book. They'll sleep with you.
Now, how can you verify that as anything more than...
Ladies, the book will change your life, and your girlfriends will no longer talk behind your back because of their newfound respect for you.
Well, if you don't want to discuss plot, then I guess I should let everyone know you will die if you don't buy it.
Solving Cadence Moore. I wrote it. You buy it. You like it. My ego grows. It's a win-win-win.
Buy Solving Cadence Moore from Aperture Press, available at Amazon and all other book retailers.
Or you will die.
And we're back. And we have a pretty good... Well, first of all, what did you guys think of the new version of the Amazon reviews?
I liked it.
Yeah, it was fun. It's more
Yeah?
fun that way. Yeah.
So we'll take turns. So next week, who wants to pick the product and ask the questions?
Now, do you want
Or
to
read the reviews?
Yeah, I can go next week.
All right.
So you're up next week.
I
Don't
can't
forget.
wait to see what poor Mount finds.
Right, and it doesn't have to be Amazon reviews. It could be, and as long as there's enough reviews to read, you can use whatever.
Okay.
I know
I
you want
found
to.
a
I know you're getting on Wish. I know
On
you're,
Wish.
Oh my god,
I know that's what you're doing.
I found it's just silicone boobs and a vagina. Like, for some reason that just popped up today on my Wish hot list.
For some
Something.
reason.
Right.
Like, who?
We might have to change this to just like Wish. Just the title of the segment,
Yeah.
Wish reviews, or Wish. We'll call it Wish list.
Oh,
The
that's
wish
a good
list. Yeah.
And that and the new reusable condoms they have on there.
one. Ew. Wow.
Oh my
I feel
god!
like that's something Ross Geller would get in.
They're like
if Friends was still going
extenders.
on.
It's supposed to, like, I guess for dudes with tiny wieners, like to enhance, but you can like
Oh.
reuse them and wash them out.
Oh my God.
Oh,
Oh,
Philip, amazing.
that is just screaming for an STD.
Yeah,
Especially
what
if
do
you're
they
like,
what do they cost, Mounts? Like, $6 or $7?
Not even some of them. You just pay the shipping.
Oh my God, I'm buying one. I need to know what these look like. I'm totally getting one. Thank you, Mounts.
It's so great that
Does Wish have an affiliate program?
they really look good for our. I don't know. Maybe
Maybe
they probably
Amazon
really look
has
good
them.
with our onesies.
Right.
So
Look, I'm happy they came. Also, I wanted to cram into this already crammed show, but we're still doing good. We can still wrap this up before 2 hours.
Cool.
Have you guys seen the latest JVC stuff going on?
It depends on what it is. But
Well,
I saw some funny shit.
She has another serious injury or whatever.
Yeah.
But before that, before the whole seizure thing, there was someone caught her hitting up what's the Jeffree Star's post?
Yeah.
Did you see that?
I did. Yeah.
Mounts, did you see that?
yes, I saw that.
Oh, so this girl, oh my God, like First of all, I'm so glad that we're done with her on Teat, and now she's over to like the B League at Pookie in Paradise.
Right.
Maybe even the C League right now.
She's not even on Mams either.
Right. But I'm still happy to talk about her over here. Jeffree Star's like, I'm happy to send this money out to anyone who needs it. I'll do my best, So he's apparently, again, you don't get a whole lot from the picture that was given to us, but you can gather that Jeffree Star is trying to help people that are in need, that lost their jobs or that kind of thing. Well, this particular one I think was geared towards the first responders. So what do you know? There's JVC still sucking the fucking balls of the medical community, and she's like probably the first one there, begging for Jeffree Star's money, saying I'm a EMT firefighter, full time, on the front lines. Anything at all would help.
Yes, and I'm looking for it now. I don't see it. My first attempt at a TikTok, that one's hilarious, by the way. But I can't find it. I wonder if people were like commenting on her Twitter and
it's
down.
Was it Twitter? It wasn't Instagram. Yeah, it was Twitter.
It was Twitter.
Right.
I don't see it. So I think she may have taken it down because people were like, I know other people were irate. Like they were I was getting inbox messages, and that's why I checked it. And they were like, she's doing this again. And Jeff had a brilliant idea. So if anybody sees her pulling that kind of shit, or anytime she just tags a celebrity for any reason, post a link to season 1 of Teat. Don't comment. Don't say anything else. Just say, check this out. And like at them and say, check this out. Like that will drive her bonkers. And plus, if by the rare chance that a celebrity even acknowledges her existence, once they see what a fucking train wreck she is, they're going to block her, and it's going to be great. It's going to be beautiful.
Well, first of all, can we just briefly I know this is, I know we probably didn't make you laugh once in the intro.
Right.
Shouldn't even call it, It was me bitching about my own doing on Facebook. But can we just stop here and acknowledge how disgusting this is?
Yeah.
Like there's firefighters and paramedics that actually do need help, do need money, because they don't get paid nearly enough. And here she is, masquerading as a firefighter and an EMT when she's not.
Right. She's oh my God.
Does anybody feel bad for putting this bitch on blast? I know this is something they shouldn't anymore. Like if you did, like this is what I've been fucking saying since day one. Mm-hmm. She has no fucking soul. She has no concept of right or wrong.
No, she doesn't. She
is pure evil. That's what this is.
I disagree. I think she has a total concept of right and wrong. She's not mentally ill. We've had this argument before. Not argument, but made this point. She knows what's right and wrong. She's just a narcissist and doesn't think doesn't care. And she only admits that she was wrong when she gets caught. She doesn't care. She doesn't care that she's taking money out of somebody else's pocket. She doesn't care that she's a con artist. She doesn't care about that shit.
We are going to see the next fundraiser real soon here, folks. I'm telling you.
Real soon. For her seizure disorder. That's what it's going to be for. It's
going to be compounded with everything else. Of course, there's no stunt. There was no what's the word I'm looking for? There was no sort of repercussion for her fainting, the seizure to her, the stomach thing, right?
Right. No.
Right. She can't lift 20 pounds, but she can collapse onto a Jeep.
Right.
While she's working on a Jeep, and
Hard
nothing.
enough to dislocate her jaw.
Right, but nothing happened to that area, which was just recently, the biggest
open
wound that there ever was. Fucking
right.
Paul Bunyan.
Right. I mean, I'm looking at her Twitter now.
Oh, it's well, we're blocked again.
I'm not. So I could share my screen so you guys could see it.
No, I don't like. I don't want to harp on this too much.
Okay.
But I just wanted to point out, like, she's still up to the same old fucking antics.
She's saying here because Jeffree Star loves his dogs, and she's like, why is it that I literally feel like I can only relate to Jeffree Star losing 2 pups this year in this moment? My heart is broken and I am devastated. I have nothing else to say. Didn't Lola die a while ago? Like, she's posting it now.
Speaking
And,
of which, did you see that fucking selfie with the dog? Like, this is the last selfie we're ever going to take. And
Yes.
she had all the makeup on, and she made sure the dog looked great.
Yes.
The dog did she just put? I'm speculating right now. She put that dog down for a photo op.
Yeah. Oh, she absolutely did. Of course she did.
That dog
Everything
looked
is
perfect.
photo op.
I've seen pugs before. Pugs always look like they're in bad health. That one looked fucking fine.
It did look fine. It looked healthier than
I've
any-
never seen a healthier looking pug
Yeah. Ever.
in my entire life.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Her Twitter is making me so angry.
It's so funny. I mean, it's too fun not to follow this shit. I'm sorry. I'm glad we made the decision, like I said, to just stop dealing with it on Teep. But if we could all laugh about it here on PIP once in a while, I'm fine with that.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with you.
The
And
world
it's just-
the world has to know the shit that she's doing, because if it's not hurting anybody, it's fucking hilarious.
Right.
It's the people that do it. In this case, you could throw the idea out there that maybe if she even gets the money, if she were to get the money, the help, it'd be directly reaching into the pockets of the people that it was intended for.
Absolutely.
That's fucking theft. That's stealing.
It absolutely is. And she has, like, seriously, you're doing this on a public forum. You know people watch you. Why would you continue to do this? Just to me, I can't wrap my head around her insanity.
Bat shit crazy.
Yeah, and just a downright horrible human being. And actually, ironically enough, the thing that pisses me off today is about her. So,
Oh, great. Let's
Yeah.
get to it.
yeah.
Mounts, do you have any thoughts on JVC's antics? Have you forgiven her? Are you back to being angry?
No, I'm not angry. Although
You know, did I tell you? I'm sorry, I interrupted you. Go ahead, finish your thought.
you know, how I got upset about her, you know, when she killed off her parents. I also had to put a pug to sleep, and it was the hardest thing I had to do. And my pug was definitely sicker than her pug.
Right, all of them are. They're born sicker than that.
Right. They are. You're absolutely
She
right.
put down. I don't care how old it was. That thing looked like it was in miraculous condition. All right.
Did you tell me what?
Oh! Did I tell you that I had like a dream that she was trying to hook up with me, and
Ew.
yeah, it was really weird.
No, you didn't.
Okay, so I had this dream that she was trying to hook up with me, and I was like considering it.
Well,
Ooh.
Yeah, but
I can see
then
that.
I feel like I was like, you know what? It just wouldn't be right of me, because Mounts has always loved you. And then you guys got married and my dream was over.
Oh my god.
Jesus.
Like I was like, I was just like doing like and I come off as this great dude for like realizing that your love was pure and I would be selfish for keeping her for myself, you know? It's like, what the fuck?
Teat season 7.
Right,
is
yeah.
where we cover
Teat
her,
season 17.
is her
the-
cheating on Mounts.
Right, the Mounts JVC and JB love triangle. That's when people finally start to listen to us again.
And then she finally dies because Robin murders her out of jealousy.
Right. Robin's like, I put in 17 fucking years. JVC comes swooping in. Gets married in 5 fucking minutes. Oh, good stuff. Okay, so what's up? What did we learn today? What did we learn? I feel like we learned a lot. What did we learn? Leah, what did you learn today? This was a very educational episode. Your whole family and all of your children should listen.
Yes, yeah, absolutely.
This will be written down in the history books.
Yeah. You know what I learned? I learned that you can use douche for many things. You can use it to clean out your butthole, and apparently it's an erotic thing, which you wouldn't think that shooting water in any of your holes down below would be good, but apparently it is. So that is news to me.
I have a feeling that all of ours are going to be about douche today. Bounce, Bounce, what did you learn about douche today?
I learned that if I had maybe douched my asshole and continued to ask my ex to lick my asshole after I had kids, we might still be together.
There you go.
I learned that douche is used a lot pre-sex by many, many people. And I just want to know what that dynamic is. What's that conversation?
Is it like, you know what?
Let me go freshen up. Is that what they're doing?
Or is it more like, no,
you're a woman.
No, that's not what we're doing. Normally, at least for me, it's not what we're doing. I've never used it. I hear that it can actually make you like gross because it dries you out as a woman, and it can make you smell horrible.
But all the reviews are talking about using it anally, so I figure that has been put to bed. No one uses douche anymore for their vagina.
They use it for their butt.
They use it for their buttholes.
Yeah, and
I definitely learned that.
That makes sense.
Right.
I could see that. Look, if I was going to let somebody go down there,
okay. So look, this is breaking news right here. This is what I learned. If we just combine all the information that we learned about douche today, we could come to a very, very respectable conclusion that more people are having anal sex than we ever thought. This is a big deal. This isn't a fringe thing anymore.
No,
this is licking assholes. All the kids are doing it.
Yeah, apparently.
Anal play is on the rise, ladies and gentlemen. You heard it here first at Pookie in Paradise.
I'll bet you teen anal is a really big thing because you know how like the teen.
Whoever was listening just stopped.
Oh my god!
I never thought that we would be during a recording. And Leah of all people to say the words teen anal.
This is twice now. On Moms and Mayhem, I was talking about somebody raping a 7-year-old. I forget why, but I remember saying it like doing a 7-year-old. It had something to do with Epstein and conspiracy theories.
My anal clenched a little bit when I heard that series of words you put together.
Yeah, so, I'm on a watch list now.
Yeah, you're on a roll. Keep it going.
I'm the pedophile watch list.
The only one listening is the FBI.
And like, yo, you got to hear how these people just edit. Well, JVC's precognition would come true.
Yeah.
By the way, we're still waiting on this big crime conspiracy that we're involved with.
Yes, that's right.
So still don't have a letter. Still don't have anything
Pookie from prison.
So here's a very important burning question. If you need to tune in to the burning question once of all the episodes, this should be the one.
Okay.
Are the Mams, and I guess this really is just for me and you, Mounts, are the Mams planning a coup? Are they planning a takeover Whitehorse? Because they did have sort of the discussion about what the structure is. Like what happens if we poison Jeff's hamburger helper?
We did. Yeah, we totally did. And
I know what I think. I think it's pretty obvious what I think. What do you think, Mouse? You think I should be worried? Is there a coup happening?
Pretty clear. You need to be worried.
You know, the only thing preventing me from being worried.
What's that?
Is that I know that if there was a coup and they snatched all the power, the three of them wouldn't last a day. They would all argue with each other about who the most powerful is, and the reign would be over. And the right person, even though I have been poisoned, the right person will step into power, the White Horse regime, and lead it to the glory it was intended to.
Well, here's the thing: we were planning a coup. You're right. And Wags and I realized we needed to stop because we know Robin. Like, she's in on the coup. She's going to kill you. But the second we all get the power, she's just going to kill us too.
Right.
So,
she's gonna poison your favorite meals.
Right. She's going to turn around and stab us right in the back. You know, she already said like Sterner's got to go, then Mounts, and you know, so
Jesus.
yeah.
What if Krista's behind all of it? And
What
she's
if
actually
Krista's
controlling
behind
Robin?
Yeah,
No.
maybe it's
We're
Krista
gonna-
and Robin.
We're gonna come up with our own intra-company Ryan Kissling level conspiracy theories going on here. So, folks, there is a coup. You heard it.
Yep.
There was a plan.
Well, there was, but we gave up. We got
Well,
bored.
that sounds a lot like what someone about to start their coup would say,
Well, yeah, but it's
Oh,
us.
no.
which
Yeah, we thought about it, but,
automatically proves guilt.
Fuck
I guess
White
this is
Horse
just
Media.
me being a big dick.
Fuck, it is. Fuck White Horse Media. We're not taking that over. We're taking over the world, bitches. You're small potatoes. It's the world.
Yeah, let me see how that organization works.
It'll be awesome.
Look,
That's how it's
guys,
gonna work.
in order for us to move our goal forward, we have to do one thing today. One thing. Who's gonna do it? No one hears from Leah for 6 weeks. That's what would happen.
Yes.
And
that
the
is
two of them would
exact-
be like, "Where's Leah? I don't know. Have you heard from her? No, I haven't heard from her." So I know that would you wouldn't be able to. You need me
We do need you. Are you kidding me?
to take over the world. You need me.
That's why we stopped the coup, because we were like, well, damn it, we can't take over Jeff because we need him. So fuck it. I guess
Maybe
we'll
he's not such a dick.
I meant that in a good way.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a bitch. It's a positive thing to me. I am a bitch.
Let's talk about what pisses us off.
Okay.
Other than internal coups. Who said they had a good one? Leah, you said you had a JVC one. Okay, so let's go to you. What pisses you off?
What pisses me off is when I go on to Instagram or Facebook or any social media platform and I see selfie followed by cheesy ass inspirational meme, selfie, cheesy ass inspirational meme, and then another cheesy ass informational meme, inspirational in the actual like comment section of it. It just drives me nuts. I am so sick and tired of, be all that you can because you deserve it and you're better than everyone. You know what? First of all, no, you're not. And the only reason that you're
Some of you are worse.
yeah,
You have to be.
you're
In
not.
order for there to be a better, there has to be a worse. So,
Or shoot for the stars and you'll reach the sun and basically like fuck the haters. Fuck the haters.
that's not how that quote went, Leah.
No, I know it's not. But
It's
you know
you
what I mean.
shoot for the stars, you land on the moon. The sun,
It's a star. First
very
of all.
far, yes. Okay,
But-
continue.
But like, it drives me nuts because, first of all, I'm tired of looking at your fucking face. Anybody who posts more than one selfie a week has some serious issues. Like, nobody wants to see you that much. I don't want to see a sexy celebrity that much, let alone followed by some stupid ass inspirational quote that you didn't even come up with, but you make it sound like it's so profound and only relates to you. And you use it as a way to like you're trying to dig at somebody, right? Like, the ones that'll be like, if get rid of anyone who doesn't help you rise up and then squash them, those kind of stupid cheesy ass things.
Do you think those are all directed at you?
No,
Okay.
no. I
God, I
think a
hope
lot
so.
of them are directed.
Like,
A lot of the new ones have been towards her ex.
Yes, yeah, that kind of stuff. Like
She's always the top 5 Instagram
Yes.
stories every time I go on there.
that's the thing. She's always like my first one. I don't want to look at your fucking face anymore. And I get it. I could unfollow her, but it's kind of my job to follow her. Like we
Stop giving us so much material.
Yeah, stop giving me material. Stop going on there. Nobody cares. Stop pretending like, and oh my God, the next time you do like almost die, like in 2 months, because that's what happens, stop posting pictures from your hospital bed. Nobody gives a shit. But she's not the only person that does this. It's like, hey, look at me. I'm all beat up. Feel bad for me. Those people, fuck you. I hate you. Stop it. I'm sick of your face and go away. All you people. And the only reason you're posting those inspirational quotes is because you know you're a piece of shit, but you want the rest of the world to think that you think you're awesome. So we see through your bullshit. Fuck you.
Leah doesn't want to see anybody on social media, nor does she want to be inspired in any way, shape, or form.
Yes.
You remember that.
Seriously, it's annoying.
Here's what I want you all to do. I want you every day to go into Leah's personal Facebook and post a selfie.
I'm gonna sneak into when I'm at the hospital. I'm gonna sneak into a room and take some hospital bed selfies.
Mm-hmm. Also, make sure you post
Please
an
do.
inspirational quote
Yeah,
separately from the selfie. Don't put this inspirational quote on the selfie. The point of this is that she gets 2 notifications for every one person.
Yeah, do that. You'll drive me absolutely crazy. But doing it on my page is like, okay, you're trying to tell me something, right? Doing it on your own
Not
page,
anymore. Now it's just for fun.
Well, yeah, but you get what I'm saying. But if
Every day. This is my goal. Something is getting pushed to the side for me to accomplish this.
oh my
Think
God.
about that.
Can we do that? Because I think that's so much fun. I want to get
A selfie of me, because I'm not going to be the only one that does this. Mounts, you're not going to do this for real, right?
I could try.
That's
I don't
enough.
work tomorrow.
So we might have Mounts for one day. It's going to be me every single day, a new selfie, followed
And a
by
new
an inspirational quote that I did not come up with.
No, it's got to be like a a meme. It's just words on a piece of fucking paper that is stupid and probably doesn't relate to your life at all, and you suck at it.
We
So,
waste a
fuck
lot
you.
of time. We waste a lot of time.
We do. It pisses me off.
Mounts, what pisses you off?
Well, this is a deep one today. What pisses me off now is I am currently single.
Mhm.
I'm making good money now. All I wanted to do was take this money and go blow $200 at a strip club because I have it. I have the money that I could blow $200 and
You
it
can't.
not affect. Like before I'd be like, God damn, like $50. That's diapers for the kid. That's formula. But now
You're balling.
I'm balling.
Now it's lap dances.
And I'm like, I could go and just fucking go nuts one night, and I can't.
Right. Hashtag poor Mounts.
Hashtag poor mounts. Yes.
At this point that we've now pointed out why your life is the way it is. Does this surprise you at all? That this is what would have happened? Like when you pictured your life in the future and like, okay, I'm making more money. I can afford to go to the strip club and drive. When you pictured that life, didn't you not also picture it at the same time a viral pandemic was happening?
I should have seen it. Like
'Cause
I figured.
That's
like,
how I pictured your life.
Oh, single? You could go out,
Check.
to a bar and pick someone up. Oh wait, no, you can no longer go out.
Money?
You can go to the
Check.
casino. You can go to the
Can you go to-
casino whenever you want. Oh no,
Nope.
you can't go anywhere because
Now you just have to sit here and save your money.
right now I'm just blowing it on Wish, on G strings and sex cream.
And shit at the dollar store.
Yeah,
No, I could see where that would piss you off, Mounds. That would piss me off too. That's really unfortunate.
but now when I go to the dollar store, I just slide all my money into the waistband of the guy that works behind the register. So it's like I'm at the strip club.
Right.
Oh, how much? $23.75? Here you go, sir. And just slip it right in between his waistband.
See, I've been lucky enough where I could drop $500 at the strip club.
Mm-hmm.
And let me tell you, Mounts, it doesn't fill that hole in your heart.
That's not what I'm expecting to fill.
Okay, good.
Oh, okay. But I'm
Oftentimes, yeah, it does not really fill that either.
No.
It just
I
makes
know.
it worse.
It does. Are you prepared for the emotional attachment you're inevitably going to create with this stripper when you do get the chance to spend $200? Because the last time, let me tell you why I'm asking this question. The last time I was at the strip club, it was a long time ago, but it was even longer since I had been to one at that point. So I'm there. I was already drunk, and it was a night where one of my buddies won like $500 on a scratch off. So I go there, and I instantly fall in love with the first stripper that gives me any sort of attention, and I literally give her $200. I essentially said, "Here, take 75 because I'm just going to give it to you anyway."
Oh my god, that's hilarious! You're so desperate. It's so sad.
So are you prepared to be in that state of mind?
No, because I go in with a different frame of mind. I go in knowing that they're just there for the money. So
Smart man.
I know that too.
But like, I play it hard when I go in there. I'm like, oh, listen, you're beautiful, obviously, but I know you're just here for the money. Like, I'm not gonna try to take you home, and it usually disarms them a little bit, but I still end up giving them money. But the last time I was there at one was a long time ago, and I had $50, and I was like, oh, there's this beautiful Latina girl, and she wanted nothing to do with me, and it was the worst. Because some guy with $250 was showering on her. So my $50 ones looked like fucking bullshit.
That's awesome. You know what pisses me off?
What's that?
I said it earlier today. I'm cheating a little bit. Because I wrote this outline a couple days ago. Anyway, what pisses me off is people that can't watch, and then they make fun of the people that are trying or taking a chance. And that really pisses me off.
I don't blame you. Pisses me off too.
Like this is stuff that we're used to hearing. Well, at least the nerds are, right? Hearing our whole like the nerdy stuff. The kids that had the best science project get made fun of.
Right.
Those kids are changing the world.
Yeah, absolutely.
The kids that were into band or music or those kids now are creating something from nothing, from just whatever they're cooking up in their mind. You fuckers are going to work for somebody. They're taking most of the money. You're getting a little slice of the pie. You're not getting to create anything. You're not getting to do anything other than what they tell you to do. Nothing wrong with that. If that's what you want to do in your life, that's fine. Don't make fun of the people that don't want that life and think it's boring.
Or that have the courage to do what you don't,
Right. And then whine and complain that people are making fun of you or not taking your opinions seriously. Like, karma's a funny thing. But again, I wouldn't even brought it up unless it was brought up. So that pisses me off. And if you're a kid listening, because again, we're a very child-friendly program here.
Yeah, we're very.
Yeah, right. We discussed teen anal. Thanks, Leah, for bringing that very real issue in America to the forefront.
No problem.
But stop making fun of the kids that are creative and trying to do stuff and take it seriously. Because I tell you what, those same kids are usually fairly loyal. They like to collaborate. And they could drag you along with their success one day. Don't burn that bridge. You know who I'm talking to. Do we have anything to plug? Mounts, would you like to plug anything?
Yeah, I'd like to plug, listen to Mams, maybe. Next Monday. Pookie of Paradise, maybe.
Maybe.
There's some cryptic shit going on in the White Horse Media page and the Ever Evolving Truth. Check that shit out. We got some good stuff coming up.
We do. Thank you for bringing all that stuff because I forgot about all of it. I wasn't going to mention any of it, so thank you.
Yeah.
Oh,
Leah, what do you have to plug?
Yeah, the same as Mounts, but yeah, listen to Moms and Mayhem this week. We're going to do a another follow-up on the cancel culture and harassment of a YouTuber called Katie Joy Paulson by a man named Steve McRae. And we're going to go no holds barred style after this guy. He is a total scumbag. Go to YouTube, watch some videos, check out our Facebook page. I'll post some that are going to be related so you can catch up to the story and it won't be a 5-hour episode. And I can tell you what's happening recently. So that's what I'm plugging.
And correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't the Unabomber in this involved in somehow?
The Unabomber?
Wasn't there some character you were talking about earlier, the Unabomber?
Oh, no. His name is Unirock.
Yeah, right.
But
Yeah, Unabomber. Yeah.
he's actually a flat Earth debunker. So that's what he originally did.
My kind of guy.
Yeah, he's brilliant. You would love him, Jeff. Listening to him, you would think he was hilarious.
I mean, if it weren't for the horrendous crimes he committed as the Unabomber,
you'd be best friends.
maybe I would get along.
He's a cool guy, I think. So he's involved. There's a whole bunch of different YouTubers, and it'll be interesting.
Take it here. Leah thinks the Unabomber's a cool guy.
Yep.
And she talks about being anal.
Yeah, right. We'll give you the spin for free. We're happy to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Just make sure it gets shared everywhere.
Yeah, just share the shit out of it. We need to take this guy down.
No such thing as bad press. I'm going to say go over to, there's nothing on it yet, but promos are starting. This is real. It's happening. 2 rows from ringside. We'll have an official release date soon, but it is coming this summer. Mm-hmm. The Facebook page is up. Go over there. 2 rows from ringside. Like it. Follow it. You're going to start seeing some content on there.
Yeah, I hung out with you guys this weekend. They were hilarious talking about it. I can't wait.
In fact, the 2 hosts, Greg Sterner and Ricky Soretta, were at my parents' house on Saturday, and of course, it's against everyone's will and begging and pleading. Some sort of wrestling match was on the TV.
Just not some sort of.
We were all laughing hysterically. Some of us didn't know why. Some of us did know why, but we all felt a part of it. So I'm telling you, you're going to love this show.
Well, this is the thing. Wait. It's not some sort of wrestling. Like, I'm a huge wrestling fan. Mm-hmm. Old school. Like, I haven't listened. And Ricky is like, you've got to watch Starrcade WCW 1987, where Jim Cornette falls and breaks both his ankles.
Oh my God!
He probably wasn't even born yet.
Yeah,
I was 5, and he's like queuing it up on the WWE network. Not
That's
a sponsor,
amazing.
But whatever.
Ricky's the best. Like I don't agree with him politically at all, but he is so fucking funny. Like he's a really funny guy. So
he tells a great story too.
Yeah, he does. Him and Sterner.
He was going to let me sing Whitney Houston at his wedding, and then he didn't invite me. So
well, you know what? I take it all back. Fuck you, Ricky. You suck.
But the show's going to be amazing.
It's going to be really funny, even for the casual. Because here's the deal. Here's what's brilliant about this show. Wrestling fans are like NASCAR fans. They're super loyal. They associate the brands with certain things, and they will listen to wrestling shows galore.
Yeah.
As long as they are pure and truly love the sport, they will listen. So Ricky and Greg are perfect for that in that role. But what's great about this is I don't care who you are in America. At some point, you watched a wrestling for at least a string of time. Mm-hmm. And some of The Rock, John Cena, Hulk Hogan, these iconic figures that arose out of the ashes of all the shadiness of the industry. These are like world-renowned superstars.
Yeah, you forgot about Jesse the Body Ventura, who's former governor of Minnesota, baby.
Macho Man. Everybody knows these guys, So they're iconic. So even to the casual fan, and I say that because at some point everyone had some sort of brief obsession, at least with wrestling, professional wrestling. And if they say they didn't, they're fucking lying to you. Plus,
I think Sterner and Ricky is going to be just a match made in heaven. I can't wait to hear that.
So yes, it's going to be great. I said somewhere else, I heard some blips from what's going to be the first episode, and I was laughing. And that's what we're going for. It's going to be a nice mix between scripted and unscripted material. So, excited to just be in that world in general. And we welcome, of course, the wrestling fans that will come along with that. Hopefully, you'll enjoy the rest of our stuff. But if not, we're glad we have at least a place for you. So go over to the Facebook page, show your support, like it, 2 rows from ringside, and look for that debut. Other than that, I think we're done.
All right.
2 hours and 11 minutes. Nice, clean, cut,
Nice episode
smooth,
in the
precise. Another one in the can. No editing needed. Just right out of this, right out of my podcast vagina, onto the hosting site, ready to go.
Bing
Get
bang
your
boom.
crotch fruit.
Bing, bang, boom. Easy. Done. All right, guys. See you next week.
Bye.
Yeah.